into just a regular PDF, not PDF, a actual tier list on the tierlist.com website.
I don't have experience yet with that, though I just will admit I've yet to get into the tier list maker because I try not to do too many accounts, but also I couldn't do this with the memes probably for the tier pictures, so I guess for this way it's
That's
just more
true.
convenient for me. And if you need, go ahead and like when you're wanting to give your thoughts on each image, go ahead and you can increase the size to see it better and then make it go back to normal size when you put it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna shut that. Shut that. Alright, I'm gonna share my screen now.
Well, actually, you
Uh
don't have to because I have it right here. I'm showing it. And whatever you do
oh
will be
right,
like
that's right.
the only thing
Okay.
I do want to
Well,
give. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just saying I forgot that yeah, you're recording it, but I'm editing where they should go. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
So go ahead.
got
Go ahead.
I'm only going to give one brief trivia about this. Um Not enough people do this, in my opinion, on YouTube. Maybe it's because it's just something the Godzilla community is not as interested to talk about. But it's also to show 65 a little bit how, like, man, Godzilla spent decades just so confusingly, like, for license, just like across all these different companies owning certain movies, and it wasn't until recently that's finally gotten like smoothened out of. So Criterion owns the Showa era, except King Kong versus Godzilla, that's by Universal, understandably. Then apparently as of now nobody owns Return of Godzilla through 1992 Mothra. They're just kind of in the, I don't know what to call it. They're in that weird phase where just no one knows who owns it, so there's no way to watch them officially on streaming. And then Mechagodzilla 2 for Final Wars or Sony. And then obviously Warner Brothers owns Monsterverse, Funimation owns Shin Godzilla, Netflix owns Singular Point and Anime Trilogy. And who owns the rights to Minus One in America? Or is it just Toho themselves putting it in America?
I think it's just Toho themselves, as far as I know.
Yeah, I'm curious to find out
Oh,
if it is like I thought it'd be Funimation again, but I guess they didn't for
did you sorry, speaking of Minus One, did you see that the director confirmed that he's gonna make a sequel to Minus One?
I think I heard a little bit. He said he wants to bring back Hedorah, I believe, or just do a
Yeah,
kaiju reminiscent of Hedorah.
yeah. I think it was just earlier today he confirmed that he is going to make a sequel. Like he got permission from Toho. So
Yeah,
I guess we are gonna be getting I guess Godzilla minus two.
yeah. Give it a better. I hope it gets a better title than that. um,
Minus zero.
yeah. So the only comment I want to see 65 say for the vid, is before beginning like I guess your comment on how it feels about the fact that Godzilla spent so fucking long as you see like different ass companies kept distributing different movies when it I really wish deep down it was just one company.
It just feels, I guess, messy and inconsistent in terms of, I guess, quality overall. I think it's a shame that he's getting passed around so much. He, as in the
Yeah,
Godzilla
Godzilla.
brand. Um, and I agree with you that I think he should be, just I guess assigned to one company only. I guess assigned is probably a weird way of putting it, but
Yeah, it just
I
makes
do.
it that we spent so long having it where like it would be confusing of what's the order of the movies because so many people re-releasing movies. And I'll just wrap that part up by saying it's also because most of these studios back in the day were stuff like Walter Reed organization, or whatever. It's just like who the fuck knows that? You know, and like it was just a bunch of companies that don't exist anymore doing the dubs, and because of how the bad quality of most of those dubs were, that's where Godzilla for a while got his. You know what I'm talking about. Before 2014, Godzilla was mostly treated as just cheesy, dumb shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because oh, it's Godzilla! Like the whole really well, I suppose that was a Japanese accent I just did. That's kind of racist.
Mhm.
Uh that's more mocking the sub. I know what you mean though, because it was just seen as more of like a cheesy monster movie franchise, like The Beast of 20,000 Fathoms or The Lost World, like the original Lost World from 1920, I believe it is. I know what you
1925,
mean.
close enough. Mhm.
25. Fuck. I suppose, damn, 100 years. 100 years ago, that movie will have come out in a couple of months.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that soon. Then I want to see it again.
I,
It's
I don't
good.
think I've, I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's old, but it's charming, especially for the stop motion.
Hmm. Yeah,
Anyway,
we're getting off
uh,
topic. Yeah, we're getting off topic.
and then I was gonna say a question because this is for a video this time. Say, so if you did have one company all the way back in the day when the first Godzilla movie got distributed, who would you have wanted to have the one studio be to own the rights to Godzilla to this very day?
Um, you may not agree, but it's the only one I can think of that's been around since the 50s, I believe, and that would be Paramount.
Good, you didn't say Disney. I was gonna put a gun to your face if you said Disney.
No. Well, no, I know Disney's been around. Disney's been around for what, like 80, 90 years? Something like that?
I think last year was their 100th anniversary of being an existing company, but I think Snow White
Oh,
and the
that's right.
Seven Dwarfs, which was 1937, that means 2037 will be their 100th anniversary.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Paramount's
I
not
think I was
bad.
thinking of movies. Yeah. That's the only non-Disney company that I
We
could
also
think
had
of that's been
Universal.
around. I suppose, yeah, Universal.
My I would go Universal because it would have been easier to have King Kong recur in Godzilla movies because that means Universal and Toho may have collaborated more.
Right, because there would be proper licensing between the two brands.
Yeah, like agreements. And definitely the biggest thing of agreement is most of the movies should have had actual qualified actors do it, the dubbing, and not have to keep throwing in American actors say, here's what's going on.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's why that's why a lot of people make fun of it. My friends still make fun of the really old Godzilla movies because of the really bad dubs.
They probably
So,
wouldn't as much if they just watched the original Japanese versions with the subtitles, because that's what I've been showing my friend in the video game club. Um, for privacy, I'm not saying his name while we're recording, but he's just watching most of the old except Megalon. He saw that with the dub and it was great. My
that's
vision
good.
has just always been they should have just taken the movies, dubbed them into English, and I don't know too many famous actors of the 50s and 60s or even early 70s, but should have been actual like qualified good actors doing it. So people would have taken them more seriously. Like you could still make fun of the effects, but it making fun of everything else is not fair.
Yeah, treat it like Beast Wars.
Mhm. In fact,
Make fun of
that's
the
actually
animation.
something I'll just mention because for a video I want to briefly mention. The only thing I think is truly dated about the Showa series is no, I actually am not going to say it's the suits, the effects, because come on, it was the they were on low budgets in a time where CGI was a thing. Give them slack. That's not it. To me, what really is dated is the continuity. When they have kaiju appearance, like wait, isn't that guy dead? Or like, have you ever thought 65 about in the later Showa era during Hedorah, Gigan, Mechagodzilla? It's like, where the fuck is Mothra? Where's Rodan? Why aren't they helping? Where did Minya go?
Yeah, it's confusing. It's more sloppy than the whole Heisei time travel thing, to me at least. I could be that could be a really unpopular opinion, but yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
think the Showa era has way more sloppy has a much more sloppy continuity than the Heisei does with the whole time travel stuff in Godzilla versus Destroyer.
King
No,
Ghidorah.
sorry, King Ghidorah. Yeah, my bad, King Ghidorah.
Yeah, that's the thing I'll always give credit to the Heisei era, and that's one in my opinion, that's the only true thing dated. It's lame that they would. And I'm thinking my guess is maybe because at the time of the 50s or 70s, just there was nerd culture, but just not like we see today. So there was as much. If someone came out of watching Destroy All Monsters saying, is anyone wondering why Mothra's a larva when she was an adult last time? I'm guessing most people say, who cares? It's just a movie.
Yeah. Back then, us kind of people were being stuffed in lockers and garbage bins.
Yeah. So most people probably didn't care when my preference is definitely a I wish the writers did take it seriously because Terra Mechagodzilla having the mad scientist who is upset that no one believed him when he said Titanosaurus was a thing. And I'm like, this is fucking Godzilla. There's been 15 movies of kaiju. So it would only make sense to say it was before Godzilla. And I said, here's a justified attitude. How about you say no one believed him when he saw a kaiju? Then when Godzilla did attack, other people, the people who didn't believe him, they just took credit for it rather than giving him credit for it. I think that would justify his reasons to be vengeful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you just fix that continuity error, I'm like, there you go. You can still have a justified villain and a bit of lore building.
But no, it
Yeah.
sucks that a lot of older films of different franchises just didn't care about lore or continuity, and only have been in recent years. But now it's too late to, I guess, repair, I guess, older continuities that we like, such as the Showa era for Godzilla, or
James Bond was a
I
thing
can't
back
really,
then.
yeah. It's just unfortunate all the way around.
Anyway, so yeah, what 65 is gonna do, just look for every individual art. All I'm gonna do is say, let's just do the first one to see how it goes. So you can see the first image at the top of Godzilla. Like this is like the oldest ever Godzilla VHS, and I don't even know who distributed it. So you just say what you think about that artwork. If you zoom, and then say if you think it's a good art, and then put it where you feel like, and then we'll move on. That's simple.
Yeah, here, I just gotta increase the size real quick. I can't quite see it on my
Yeah,
laptop,
exactly. Go ahead.
but yes.
Some of the
The
I'm
old
sorry.
classic.
Oh, I was
Oh,
just gonna
go
say
ahead.
sorry 65 that some of the images are kind of blurry, just like it's VHS scans and not everyone cares about getting every megalon VHS. So sorry if they're
Yeah,
blurry.
no, it's no, it's alright. That's what me upscaling them is for. But here we have the old classic King of the Monsters, well, the original Gojira from 1954, but the Americanized, I guess you would call it, Godzilla King of the Monsters. The old classic black and white picture with the white atomic breath. I think this kind of font with, I guess, the dripping effect here, there's something about that kind of style of I guess words. I'm not wording it. Ironically, I'm not wording it properly. But just the style of the title, I love it. The kind of the dripping effect. I love it. And then just overall, this picture of Godzilla here, it's not the best artwork. Not artwork. It's a picture, but it's not the best, I guess, shot they could have gotten. But I also understand the whole practicality of the suit back then. It was really heavy and clunky, so they couldn't get these really dynamic poses like they can with CG in the current days of the MonsterVerse. But it's still a very, very iconic image of the King of the Monsters. So I'm going to make that. Whew, how'd I do that? I flipped
Oh,
it.
you can just
How'd
make
I
it
do
go
that?
back. I think you just revert it
I
back. I
don't know.
think.
I don't know how.
Uh,
Help! No, hang on. Wait. There we go.
Imagine you say, "You're gonna
I
edit
would
that out, right, Kiryu?" And I say, "No."
edit edit it out, I swear to God.
So I'm
I am going to
guessing.
put that
Oh, go ahead.
Godzilla I'm saying I'm putting that in Godzilla approves.
Nice. And then this next
Okay.
VHS was in the early. Oh, yeah. Next VHS was in the
No,
early
go ahead.
'90s by Good Times, which I always found kind of a
Oh
funny
my god.
name.
What the hell?
Get used to
That
saying that.
what the hell? Is that a train in his hand? Is
Yeah. And I think I can point
okay.
out the obvious of what I think is wrong with this artwork.
It's first of all, well, for me, it's the weird goofy font that they used up here for
Godzilla.
Godzilla. It looks gross. It looks like boogers. It just it's gross looking. And then that weird again, they put him in the most goofy fucking pose, and he just looks weird.
It's
The
the
whole this bottom text,
1970s gods. It's the Showa later 70s suit and not the original suit.
well, that too. It's really weird. Is this
And
from Terror of Mechagodzilla?
I think it's
Which
from
movie is this
either
from?
it's the suit. Yeah, it's the suit from Megalon and the two Mechagodzilla movies. And see how it's like looks like modern bleh, modern New York City or something in the back.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just it's a weird amalgamation of different points within the franchise into this weird, ugly looking poster. I'm sorry, this is what the fuck for me. I don't really like this. It's kind of weird. It's just weird.
Well, good news. Get used to that. You're gonna see much worse.
Uh, well, for Spock's sake. Okay,
This one was
so
by
now we
Paramount,
got.
actually. This is Paramount.
Well, it doesn't look that bad, but oh god, it's got the what's this guy's name again that they threw him
Raymond
in?
Burr.
Like, thank you. They edited him into Gojira weirdly in the American version unnecessarily, and they made him green. This is green face on my Godzilla, and I do not like it.
So
It's
everyone that
good
has
artwork.
Godzilla green is gonna be like, no, it's unacceptable.
Yeah, wasn't that a weird thing though back in the day? Like nobody knows what color the original Godzilla suit was.
I think it was just brown.
See, that's what I've heard. I heard it was like a weird, like muddy brown color, but then I've also heard people say that no, it was like a charcoal gray, and then others saying that it was green, which is why sometimes they depict Godzilla as green.
The only movie he's been green in is Megaguirus.
I suppose, yeah. And then the old classic Warner Brothers animated show,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
but
didn't
nobody.
specify at the beginning, but it's okay. I made a few rules. Number one, so you don't have too much artwork, just American artwork for the most part. Number two, I forgot what the other rule was, but that was one rule. I decided to say, oh yeah, the other rule is I'm not having artwork that looks too much like another artwork because it's like, what the fuck is the point of ranking if it's the exact same art?
Right. It's like comparing Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2, his design with Godzilla versus Biollante in terms of design. They're the exact same. Or
Yeah.
very close to the exact same.
And
So
controversial
I know what
opinion
you mean.
here for me, and I'm going to lose subscribers. To me, the 2019 and onwards, just to me, I just see the same design with the exception of New Empire, where they actually gave him the blue, not blue, violet. To me, it's just the same fucking
Yeah,
design. I don't care.
well, yeah, that's the point. It's just a new design that they kept around for 2 movies. So what do you mean? Like you just don't like it, or you don't
Oh no,
understand
I'm
how
just
people
saying people
see
made a
it?
big deal about different. And for me personally, I'm just like, okay, maybe he's a little buffer, I guess, but other than he went to the gym, to me, it's the same look. You good? Oh,
Are
well,
you
anyway.
recording again, or did
Yeah,
it?
sorry for the difficulty, folks. Just weird thing happened. So yeah, just yeah, go ahead, give your thoughts about that artwork.
Other than he's green, and they got this motherfucker in it,
Hashtag
it's actually
Godzilla
not that
shouldn't be
bad.
green.
He shouldn't. He should. That okay. The one time in the Millennium Era, I don't mind. I fuck with that design. I don't mind it. I'm talking about old classic Godzilla. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be green. No, I sound like a conservative. Back in my whatever. It don't matter. Um, Other than the fact that he's green, I actually really like this art. I don't know what he's supposed to be. Is that a plane? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a
Anyway,
plane.
okay. It looks like a peeled banana to me. Like he's throwing up on a peeled banana.
I love
Like
that idea.
if you look at it and squint, it looks like he's
I
holding a
want to see
banana.
I want to see that now. I want to see the MonsterVerse or something do a thing where, Godzilla peels a plane like a banana. I want that now.
It could be a funny idea. I hope.
Anyway,
But no, I do like this art style. I like the helicopters shooting at him, which is weird that helicopters are shooting, but whatever. The tanks on the ground shooting them, and this classic art style, I guess, just of way back when. I like it. I like the font. I like the background colors. It's just an overall really nice design. I just don't really like him being green, because he would die. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. Yada yada. You know the shtick. But yeah, I'm putting it there for now. Next.
Scimitar DVD. First Godzilla movie ever put on DVD appropriately around the time of the 1998 movie to cash in.
Okay. Yeah, we got this is the return of Godzilla from '84. I can tell because this looks like the animatronic, not the suit. Um, I'm not the biggest fan. Um, I don't know. There's just something about it. It looks too plain, I guess.
You
Which
talking about
ironic,
the
there's planes.
suit or the artwork?
Well, just the artwork. It's got that almost NES kind of look to it. That weird filter over it. I don't know. It's just something about it. It just doesn't look good. I don't know. Maybe it might be the. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like this look overall, but I like it better than this.
So if you put it there, you'll put a little. How about instead of what the fuck, maybe you'll put it in the middle tier? Or do you think it should
That's
go in?
exactly what I was
Yeah.
gonna put in
Which
right
I
there.
trolled you earlier by the joke of as you were talking about the first hour, I zoom in on that image.
Yeah, God, this one.
Yeah, the one in the middle. Oh no, the one in the middle of between Godzilla Proves and What the Fuck.
Oh, oh, yeah, this one. Okay, just double checking. Okay, moving on. We got.
This was a bootleg actually,
Ah,
or at least like unlicensed DVD, so you can put this in. Well, first say we think about the artwork, but then illegal. They pirated. They tried to sell it
great.
without Toho approval.
Yeah, they got it has the same, I think the same font as
The VHS.
this one.
Yeah, it's the same company, but this time they didn't do it
Yeah.
with Toho's permission, so boo.
Burn in the fires of the inferno.
And that-
Um Again, they got this really awkward shot of Godzilla here that I critiqued also in the highest one we have so far. And again, they made him green, or they gave him a green tint. He should not be green. I'm just saying, he's not green. I do like the addition of the blue flame breath though, even though it should be white. Whatever. I'm just being nitpicky at this point. I'm just kind of being a jerk. Um, I don't know, they got also weird unnecessary explosions in the background. What's that about? What's that about?
It's Michael Bay.
Explosions in my Godzilla mo explosions in my Godzilla movie are not to be tolerated. Godzilla is supposed to be super gritty, super dark, super boring, and to have this really weird thematic message and have 1 or 2 really cool scenes and then otherwise just be a boring slog, AKA Shin Godzilla. But we're gonna move on. I can't even say
Yeah,
it.
comments just like,
Man.
"You don't like Shin Godzilla?" "Yeah, I don't. Sue me, motherfuckers." And then I just get my channel taken down,
Yeah,
not because of copyright. I got taken down because people said, "You don't like shit Godzilla."
yeah, yeah. Everybody just reports your channel and YouTube
Yeah.
just takes you down.
Look, minus one looks like it's made people calm down about Shin Godzilla, so I'll thank minus one for that. Because I'm going to be nice to that movie. And good news, I'm going nicer on 2014. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yay!
I'm giving
Yay!
it
Ever since
kudos
I
for
watched
being serious. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying ever since I watched Breaking Bad, I'm putting it right there in the middle, by the way. Ever since I watched Breaking Bad with Bryan Cranston, I don't know why I've been meaning to rewatch 2014 again because Bryan Cranston's the main lead in the first 45 minutes of that movie, pretty much.
I'll give you my
So that's
compliments.
all I was like.
Bryan Cranston,
Go
even though he
ahead.
should have been more in it, Godzilla's fine. You know how he looks. The cinematography is really good. I'm warming up more to the music. And I do respect it being, even though I usually don't like the serious, the fact that it's definitely the most grounded of the MonsterVerse. So I will. There's my efforts to be more nice to that movie. Oh, and yeah, of course, the end the line. The arrogance of man is thinking nature's in their control and not the other way around.
Let them fight.
So there you
Oh,
go.
that's
I'm
such a
trying to
good
be
line.
nicer to the movie because now I'm admitting the cinematography is good.
Oh, thank you. It's honestly, it's probably up there as one of my favorite MonsterVerse movies. It might be. I'd have to re-rank them. But we're gonna move on before we get too off topic.
And this
Now
is
we
a
have
classic media DVD from 2002.
this one, even though it's got this motherfucker in it in the middle. This one I think is actually fairly what?
I was just laughing at you saying this motherfucker.
Yeah, they got this motherfucker in the middle. Middle top. I actually do really like this. I You may not agree with me, but I think this one is actually really iconic. Maybe it might just be because I've seen it so much, not because it's actually good, but I'm actually gonna put this one in yes.
I don't mind that. I like that artwork. There's something as a again, most of this artwork I saw as a kid when I would look on the internet trying to find other Godzilla movies to collect. And I remember being like,
Yes.
wow, there's so many different versions of some movies to watch. But I always like that artwork. I think it's nice.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking down at all these. God, there are so many. There's so many. I didn't know there's gonna be this many. We're probably not even gonna be able to fit them on here.
We'll go faster the other ones, but yeah, I like the. I said it was your opinion, but I like the tile style. I like the showing the pictures with a picture in the middle and the city. It's nice. It's nice.
Right.
Mhm.
Agreed. Now we have what I
Classic.
believe is the classic.
It's classic media in the late 2000s, right after Final Wars, did these DVDs with proper, like you get the Japanese version and US version, and they would put audio commentaries, and then the menus were cool because it was made of all the different posters. And yeah, I'm gonna be biased because I had these as a kid, and I know some other people had, so I'm just as fond of them as, the old Jurassic Park DVDs. They were, and while they wouldn't have featurettes talking about the actual movies usually, they were cool, like, a featurette about the director, a featurette about the suit actor, a featurette about just the art of suit making, and one about like, the stuff like that. So it's something because spoiler alert, most Godzilla movies unfortunately were bare bones, like nothing. The trailer,
Right.
wow.
Yeah. But overall, I suppose overall, I gotta explain my general opinion, not overall. I really love this one too. There's something really nostalgic about seeing this one with the white grayish mist right behind him, the black background in general. The almost it's almost just a silhouette of Godzilla because of how black he looks overall against the mostly black background. And then there's the I kind of wish they got rid of where it just says right underneath here, it just says Godzilla. But I love this font of just Gojira. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I was gonna say it's blood red. It's not blood red. More I don't
But
know,
it's
cherry
badass
red. Who
red. It's
cares?
better badass red.
Yes, and I love it. This goes straight. I gotta edit it a little bit more. Get it. Wait a minute, everybody, clap your hands. There
How
we
low
go.
can you go? And then we get copyright for
All
that
right,
music.
because yeah, watch your channel gets taken down. No, I love it. It's iconic. It's just a really, really cool banner or poster for Godzilla. I love it.
And this is the Criterion Blu-ray from 2011, where they had that nice little thing where you open the packaging, you get that pop-out book thing. Though it's, my nitpick is for some reason they do the Tokyo SOS design. Do you have an answer? Do you have a guess why? Because for me, I'm like, I guess because that's a more modern Godzilla, but that's still. I hate it when they mislead people. Like they use a different design than the one in the actual fucking movie.
Right. It's weird. So this is the Kiryu Saga design,
Well, I don't know about the
right?
cover. I was saying that like when you open it, you get the nice pop out, but they use the 2002
Oh,
suit instead of the 54 suit. But
okay. I thought you were talking about this. I was thinking like I don't really see it. I don't see the
no,
Kiryu
yeah, it's
Saga
only an
design.
opening. But this is just cover art, to be fair.
Right. And I just noticed for the first time too, if you look at Godzilla's tail, he doesn't have the dorsal plates on his tail. They go from the back of his head all the way down his tail. If you look at the tail, there is none.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have those. He doesn't have those plates on his tail. So automatically, and
It-
I was disappointed. No, I've never really liked this one though. To be honest, I've never really liked it. I don't know if it's because just the striking orange or what it is. I've never really liked it, but who knows? People might chew my ass for that one.
I won't hold it
Who
to
knows?
you. I think it looks all right, but I guess I can see what you mean by the older DVD actually has a more representation of the movie and in a good way than this one where it tries to make they're trying to make the movie look like 2014 a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like that. Ironically. Okay, so now we have what is this? 12 horror classics.
If you look carefully, apparently Godzilla King of Monsters was released in this it's a unlicensed again, so I just threw it in for you can just brush it off because of the fact that it's like you would not look at this and expect that Godzilla is a part of this collection of if I look at the movies, The Bat, House on Haunted Hill, Black Sabbath, The Snake People, Hideous Sun Demon, The Blob, I'm assuming the original, Creature of the Walking Dead, Haunted Ranch, Little Shop of Horrors, Night of the Living Dead, and Corners of Evil.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Godzilla would really fit in unless you consider the original Gojira as a horror film. And I don't know if I would. I'd say more suspense, if anything.
Yeah. Drama.
Yeah, I think that that'd be a better way of putting it. But no, I'm putting that in down here. That is not Godzilla related at all. Now we got this bad boy.
This this was a re-release, you know, with different artwork during 2014.
Yeah, I don't mind it actually. I've never seen this one before though. I don't mind it with the planes and the black silhouette against a hard white background, or a lighter background, I should say. I really like this one actually. I don't mind it. I'm going to put that in Godzilla approves.
Nice.
Like it.
And the last one is
Like it.
for the last artwork we got for the original movie is finally Criterion in 2019 not just has the first movie, but now they own every movie except King Kong versus Godzilla, which is understandable. And thanks to that, we can watch them on streaming. And my only nitpick is a little side note. So for the first movie, they gave like, you know, a proper transfer to look high definition, but for all the other movies, they just took the Toho transfers from Japan, you know, Japanese Blu-rays, but we don't need to give a long, you know, babble, but let's just say the Toho transfers I found out are controversial because they have this thing where, tell me if it makes sense or you know what I'm talking about. Some Blu-ray high definition transfers of old movies could have it where they look kind of like wax or something like that, where it's like they look just kind of dopey or just like take out the grain of realism and it just looks like it was made by AI, sort of.
I guess I don't know quite what you're talking about.
It's just there's something odd to the picture quality that makes it that they look like it's weird. But I guess if it's not a big deal, we'll just move on and you can just say the artwork because they got different artists to represent each movie, which was very cool.
Mm, excuse me. I guess I don't mind this one. I'm not the biggest fan of the really harsh yellow. I'm just not the biggest fan. I don't think yellow is a very Godzilla color. When I think of Godzilla, I think of blues, blacks, grays, and well, I suppose that's really it. So seeing a really harsh yellow, I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't hate it.
So
So
we'll
I'm
go
probably
in the
gonna put
middle.
that, yeah, about right there.
Now on to Godzilla Raids
Now,
Again, which I just want to say a comment of yeah, that's a VHS from '89, and then just got a DVD in 2006. And isn't it? How do you feel about the fact that Raids Again of all the movies was the least popular for a while? That like apparently most of the other movies were pretty well known, but Raids Again would be this movie where for a long time like no one cared about it.
well, I suppose it's probably because the first movie was such a success, critically and financially, that it just did not hold up at all to the first one. And I just think a lot of people were disappointed in it because it doesn't really do anything that spectacular or that,
Well, it gives
I
us
guess,
Anguirus,
out
and it
there.
gives us the first ever
That well,
fight.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the only thing it does for the franchise as a whole was introduce the idea of Godzilla fighting other monsters, and it introduces one of the most iconic Toho monsters, that being Anguirus, Godzilla's pet slash best friend slash enemy, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I'm this art piece overall, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Um, I know I was complimenting of these other um some of these other posters or banners, or just art pieces for their really nostalgic art style, this kind of grainy hand drawn art style, but there's something about um these designs for Godzilla and Gears, they just look off. I don't know if it's just the poses they're in, but again, I understand Suitmation at the time, all that jazz. I understand, I guess, the technical difficulties, or maybe not even that. I just understand that um it's just not going to be up to par to what I oh geez to what I guess want. It doesn't matter. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. It's not bad though, but I'm gonna put that in. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put that in highest WTF.
All right.
Yeah.
And next is the classic media DVD from 2006, where they just put the poster on there.
Oh, that's kind of lazy.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that. I'm just gonna get off the bat. I don't like it when they did that. They're just like, oh, just throw the poster on there. To me, I'm like, lazy.
I don't like that. That's pretty lazy. Give me a second. Excuse me.
Joke of you make an
I'm not
Anguirus
bored.
roar. You do an Anguirus roar as you're yawn.
Or whatever that fucking sound you make then. Oh, that makes every time I think of Anguirus, I think of your video that you posted. Totally not a shameless plug. The
Plug.
dude stake my picture, and then he's
Yeah.
just getting his ass whooped. Oh no, bro! I love it. The first time I saw that, it was a Sunday night, and I couldn't sleep, and I saw that you posted it, and I was cackling. It's genuinely hilarious to me.
I'm glad.
Totally
I'm
not a
proud.
totally yeah, totally not a shameless plug, by the way. Links in the description.
Yeah, I'll see if I
This
can do that. I'll
that's in
put
the
it in.
description. Alright. But no, I don't mind the art style. I guess not the style, the font style for Godzilla. I like it. But again, it's just it's lazy. So I'm gonna put that in. Honestly, I'm gonna put that in disappointed.
Mostly just because even though the poster's all right, it's just yeah, the fact that for the release, that'll make it easier talking about the later ones. Yes, but I'm on your side on the part of just like I really prefer most of the ones where they make new art, but just put the poster on. I'm like lazy,
Yeah.
lame. Anyway,
Yep. Super lazy.
Criterion artwork.
Now we got this one. I think I've seen this one before. I like this one where it's like the old fashioned, I guess, Japanese artwork where it's like it looks like two enemies are almost. I guess it's. I don't know how to explain it because I don't know what that kind of art is called. I just know it's a Japanese style of art. I don't know. I'm not cultured enough. I'm just some dumb white boy. Um, I genuinely like this though. Um, I love the expressions on Godzilla. I love the way. Hang. I'm trying to. I like his expression, and the same thing for Anguirus. But Anguirus just kind of looks dead eyed. Like he looks like a taxidermied almost, like somebody killed and mounted Anguirus. It's kind of funny, but I oh jeez, I didn't mean to do that. I like it. I really do. So honestly, I'm gonna put
Nice.
that. What?
Oh no, I was just saying, like nice that Anguirus raids again at the end. Got good art.
Yeah, I genuinely like it. Putting it, make it a little big. I'm putting it
Anyway,
there.
then we got King Kong versus Godzilla, Good Times VHS from I don't know the pretty sure the 80s.
Oh jeez, let me. Up, up, up. Technical difficulties. Ah,
Oh,
ah,
monkey.
what's it?
It's
There we go.
monkey.
Okay. Monkey, monkey. The two mightiest monsters of all time. Um, it it kind of looks lazy to me because Godzilla, you're missing Kong. He's to your left. What are you doing?
I like how Kong is giving that. Hey, I'm over here.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, get off my lawn. I don't. This one, I'm also not a really big fan of. I don't really like this one. I'm putting this in. What the? Yeah, I'll put that. What the fuck? Boom. There.
And the next one is I find it funny that they actually point out it's the
Hell,
35th anniversary edition of the movie released in 98 to capitalize on, well, 98.
right. Why do they use the 72 version of Kong?
76, but close enough. Uh,
Damn it, my numbers are off.
yeah. My only guess is, again, maybe it's because they wanted to make the movie look cooler than it is. Because let's be honest, most of us kind of hope or kind of wish that Heisei got its chance to do a version of King Kong vs. Godzilla. Would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder what that movie would have been like. A Heisei
It would have been definitely
King
more
Kong.
grounded compared to the original and MonsterVerse.
Yeah, I don't imagine them giving him Thor's hammer and the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yep.
I don't imagine that happening. Um, I'm gonna put this. Let's see. Again, why is he green? Why is Godzilla green?
You're gonna imagine if I had a sip of beer every time you say green. I would die or just be really drunk.
Yeah, I think you would be dead by the end of the night. Every time I say that, just by looking at all these, oh my god, he's so green. Why is he green in all of these? I'm looking at him real quick. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of this one either. I like that image of Kong in the bottom left. Him just turning, trying to make a run for it as Godzilla shoots at him. He just looks goofy. And that dumbass smile he has.
Yep.
I kind of like this one, actually. I'm going to put this on. I like it.
And then we've got
Now,
the 2005 DVD that was a cash in on the Peter Jackson.
I don't. What? I. Right. I'm going to Kiryu. Why is he green? I. Why is he? I can't
I'm
stand it.
gonna
No.
imagine if I can make a good thumbnail, I'll just try to get that Skipper picture and then put the subtext why is he green?
Yeah. That'd be a pretty good idea. Honestly, for a thumbnail, why is he green?
Yep.
Um, I don't mind this art. Well, this poster actually, it's pretty simplistic, but it's very impactful. I
Oh
don't mind
yeah.
it.
It was the original artwork I saw when I was searching on Amazon.com. Like, I want to find some Godzilla DVDs, and I saw one. I'm like, oh my god, King Kong for Godzilla.
Bro, don't say it like that. What the hell was that?
Me
Oh
doing
my
like a,
god!
I was trying to do a child is Asian, so that when a special friend sees this, you can just be like, "What you doing, making fun of my people?"
Oh god. Yeah, that's real. My god, that's not gonna look good in a couple of years. That's not gonna look good. Don't do that, man. Don't do
Oh,
that.
fine. You get what I mean? It was cool. That was artwork that was cool when I was a kid. Like, wow, King Kong fought Godzilla.
No, I get it. You just didn't have to say it like that.
Fine. Okay.
But we're
Moving
moving
on
on.
before I might even edit it out. No, I won't because I'm anyway. Criterion artwork.
Now we have. I like this one actually. I love how lifeless though Godzilla looks. The way Kong is picking him up. It should be impossible picking him up by his tail and then expecting him to flip around like that. I love it though. I really like it. I'm gonna put that for a good chunk of these. I can't really explain why I like them. It's just a vibe I get from them.
Oh
It's
no,
just
it's
a
fine.
feeling.
Considering how many there are, there's only
Yeah,
like a few I want you to give your in-depth thoughts, but other than that, just you can breeze through lots of these.
I feel it in my nuggets, as Chicken Joe once said. Now, Godzilla vs. Mothra, the Paramount home video banner. This is actually just lazy. It's literally just a screenshot of the movie, and then they just put a black bar on top of it
Yep.
and then just put Godzilla just Mothra. I don't know why Mothra has a different font. Kind of weird, but all right. I don't. I guess it's a-okay. Just kidding. It's going middle of the row. Now we got this bad boy.
Later, Paramount.
See this one.
Here we go. Why is he green?
Why is he green? He is not supposed to be green. He looks like a giant turd. A giant turd fighting a butterfly. I don't like it. Honestly, I'm just gonna start putting anything that's green down here.
God damn it. Don't be racist.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, other
It's not
than
that
being
bad
green,
actually.
how is that art?
I like it. It's actually pretty cool. I'm putting that right there.
Yeah. I'm guessing your
Moving
attitude
on. Wait,
is just let your attitude deep down is that you just want to take all the green art and just make it not green.
make him any color. Why is he? Why is it a Carnotaurus? What the fuck is this?
Well, you know where it should go now because of what you just said.
Yeah, why is it? Why is he a Carnotaurus?
Look what it says King Kong,
God.
step aside. And look how they spelled color.
Oh, jeez, my. That's what I'm. Oh, gee, stop there. That's what I'm trying to zoom in on. I'm trying to.
It's in color.
Godzilla. They spelt it the British way. The British always put U's in weird
Uh,
places.
you hear that, British? We're
Trust me,
making
it's a
fun of you.
thing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oi, oi, bruv. I don't know why he's like an early '90s
Oh, and look
rendition of a
carefully at the
Carnotaurus.
corner. Look carefully at the southeast of the corner.
Southeast. Is that Hitler? No, that's Charlie Chaplin. Why is he there?
No, I meant like look at the square around the Carnotaurus. Look at how it's like. Look at where like the white and red on the square is.
Yeah.
Look at in the like the right down. They
What
couldn't
about?
even bother having the red and white go over the PNG image of the Carnotaurus, so it's just sticking out.
Oh, oh, I see it. Okay. God, yeah, this one is pretty lazy.
And crappy because it's like, oh god, imagine the behind the scenes of making this artwork. Just like we want artwork for Godzilla versus Mothra. Uh,
They just paid somebody to do this for them. That's all they did. They just paid somebody like, "Hey, dude, can you make this for me in like 5 minutes?" And they said, "Yeah, okay, I can do that. I'll buy you fucking chicken tenders at the fucking KFC, whatever chicken tenders. I've never been to KFC. All right, whatever. Who cares?
scimitar.
I thought I thought they were playing cards for a second. I thought Godzilla's hand in the middle. I thought that was like a deck of cards. I thought they were playing cards for a second. I was about to put this
That'd be awesome.
immediately to the top.
That'd be awesome.
Again, again. Why is he green? I don't like it. I also just don't like this art in general. I don't know.
Mothra
Mothra
always does
scares
look
me.
odd. Look at those eyes. Look at that. She's chubby.
Yeah, she's a big fatty,
Big Bertha.
and I can comment about women's appearances because I'm an asshole. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ooh, now we got this one. I like this one. I always remember liking this one,
You've seen that one before?
even though yeah, I've seen this one before. Um, I really do like it, even though in the title here he's the main focus because Godzilla versus Mothra. Even though Mothra is in the center while Godzilla's off here in the background. So that is a bit weird, but you know it's whatever. I guess I'll live. I'm gonna put that right here
Nice. And then next one
now.
you see is from it's a bootleg, so
Yeah. Here. What the fuck even? What is Fucking no. I'm not even gonna waste my time on this one.
I bet you've
Can't
never seen
you
that
can't
art before.
no, you can't even make out what anything is. You can see Mothra kinda. You can't even make out where Godzilla is even supposed to be. Is he this giant smudge here? I know you can't see where my
Oh, no,
cursor is.
I know what you mean. I just always saw the artwork just like, "Who the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't like that one. All the way down here. Now, this bad boy.
Again, Classic Media just did the poster.
Again, I think that's really lazy. I'm just gonna lightning round a lot of these.
Yeah,
Just
no, be my
call
guest,
me
it's fine.
yeah,
We have
just
no
call me out when you want me to talk about one more in depth. Just call me out on it. Just like, no,
Yeah,
I
it's
want more
fine.
opinion.
Yeah. There
Right.
won't be many, there'll just
That's
be a couple. So for any ones that are like ones we've already talked about, it's okay that for the early ones we talked a bit about each, but then we start to wing it.
right.
I would say
I've
here's
always
what I
liked
want you to do. I want you to give for each criterion one. Go ahead and give your in depth, but I think you're okay with that, right? Like this one has a little bit to say about it.
yeah, I could sorry. Ugh. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think I've seen this one before, but I like how it looks like Godzilla's smiling more than roaring in anger that Mothra's like riding on his head. I don't know, there's something kind of wholesome about this one.
Yeah, doesn't
I
represent
like
the
it.
movie well, but it's like, hey, it's nice. I'm not the I mean, I'm not hyper about shipping Godzilla and Mothra. I'm not as obsessed with it, but I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I don't get the whole idea about shipping Godzilla and Mothra. They're animals. They have a symbiotic relationship. It's nothing romantical about it.
Well, you know that that's just how fucking fan bases work. They gotta
Yeah.
ship. That just made me decide maybe I'm okay that Transformers Anime doesn't have as big of a following as it could have had because I'm like, I don't need to hear all these fucking shippers.
Nope.
Anyway, this one I kind of have a guilty pleasure for because I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I kind of like this one. I've never seen this one before.
It's the Ghidorah face. It's just so. And look what
For
you see that tag. It says for kids only.
yeah, for kids. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to point out. It's like, what the fuck kind of poster is this?
You got Godzilla and like, and they, as you can tell, it's like really shitty. They just probably took it from the VHS. It looks so terrible quality, but this is something about the
Yeah,
Ghidorah. Just like I have a soft spot for this. We can't hate it.
no, he's going up here, going up here.
I had a good
He's one of
hunch when we
those.
started this that I felt like 65 is probably gonna have a couple of the ridiculous ones. Because come on, that's just how life goes.
Yeah, I like it. Um, no, I don't like that one. That's boring. It's boring. Going down here, you're
I
getting
don't mind
punished.
the
You're going to the
colors,
ship.
but yeah, just being a screenshot, yeah, no.
Yeah,
So basically,
yeah,
you'll say your basically your opinion is make that two things. If it's just the poster or just a screenshot.
yeah.
Mm.
What?
This
You have
one,
the same thing twice.
oh, I do. Oops.
You have that
Well, one of
here.
them should be better artwork, right? I think that's one of the. That one looks kind of crappy. If you look at the R one and see like if it looks,
Yeah,
yeah, that delete the R one because I was replacing some of these, to make it like better for you to see.
right. Oh, oh, jeez. That's not supposed to happen. There you go.
This one you can say a bit about it.
Yeah. Well, it's much more complex. It's weird. That doesn't even look like Godzilla, though. Is this based off of concept art?
Maybe. Or just the artist just didn't care. Or just made an effort and he went,
Yeah.
fuck, can I try it again? No.
Okay. Because excuse me. Because Godzilla only has 3 fingers here, and he's got a more elongated crocodile-like head. I don't mind this one though. I like how you could see all 4 monsters in the same frame. You could see the 3 our three heroes teaming up against Ghidorah. I like that. Um, I guess I was gonna say the font is a bit in your face, but it's a giant ass title. You kind of need it to be, so I don't mind it. We're gonna put that in mediocre, whatever Squidward says. Mediocre
Mediocre.
clarinet player. Mediocre clarinet
And then
player.
these ones, I think they're called Anchor Bay. They made these matching Godzilla style where all the movies have like the kaiju in the movie, but you see Godzilla in the background. They say, basically what you see here.
Right. And again, they used the wrong era. That's Return of Godzilla in the background.
They made it with all the VHSs. They had the 84 look. So
I don't mind that font though for Godzilla. I'm probably gonna put that in lowest Godzilla approves, actually, about where it's at right now.
yeah, I think it's all right. I kind of like the idea of matching, where it's like you have the main highlight kaiju of the movie, the title under, and they see Godzilla in the background. I think that's a cool idea. And the
Yeah.
flames. My
I
only nitpick
concur.
is you see how it says Godzilla on the top? I wish instead of it being like basic looking text on Ghidorah 3 Monster, I would just have that font of saying Godzilla be the font at the bottom, but able to see with the fire.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be Ghidorah's movie, not Godzilla.
Yeah,
Godzilla
that's
just
only changed, but I'm glad that you actually think that art style is not too shabby. Anyway,
yeah, I don't mind it. Now
and
we
this
got this one.
this fucking bootleg like the Mothra Godzilla versus Mothra one.
Yeah, God. Ugh, I keep yawning, Jesus. Ugh. Pretty tired. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. It's almost 7. Give me a break. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, jeez. Hang on. I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Yeah. I don't like this one. It's a bootleg. No one likes bootlegs.
It looks like a
Get
bad
out of here.
painting. It looks like a poor painting.
It looks like a failed Leonardo da Vinci piece.
Though if Leonardo da Vinci did King Ghidorah somehow, you just go back in time and give him Ghidorah, that would have been cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Now we got this one again. It's just a poster. Hang on.
I was curious if you were
20.
going to rank by the poster, just rank off of originality, but it's fair to just rank off originality.
Right. And I'm also trying to grind through all these because we got a lot left still. Now we got this one. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of this one actually. I don't really like this one, even though I like the one with Anguirus, the black and white one. I don't really like this one.
Well, they had different artists to each movie, so yeah, it's a little weird to me. So yeah, go ahead.
Put that in awkward. There. Okay. And okay, do I even have to look at this one? What?
Screenshot.
Yeah, it's just
I
a
think the
screenshot.
screenshot's okay though. It's not a bad screenshot.
Yeah, that's a weird color too for the poster. It's like a weird muted
It
greenish
might be just
turquoise.
because of the way the VHS was scanned, maybe that makes it. Because I've seen other ones where it's all white.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
yeah, that might be it. Now we got
Paramount.
this one.
Oh wait, no, not Paramount. This is Scimitar.
Excuse me. Um, I guess it's not bad. I don't know. Just Ghidorah and Godzilla, they just look kind of derpy in this one. Like Ghidorah, he seems to have like 3 Rodan heads.
Yeah, or Big Birds.
He does look a bit like Big Bird. Big,
I'll
a
just
big
describe
bro.
that one as like it could have been better, but it looks like it's unfinished.
Yeah, it's a half baked poster.
Now this one's a Paramount.
See, I don't know what it is about Paramount, but Paramount's got some pretty solid pieces of art that I like. But again, say it with me. 3, 2, 1.
Why is
Why
he
is he green?
green?
There we I don't like it. Why is he green? I hate ogres. That's why I'm just racist towards ogres.
Oop.
Donkey. No, I really like
Donkey.
this one. Despite the fact that he's green, I like this. I like it.
And then the Scimitar DVD.
Oh,
Oh!
oh, my bad. Oh, Maria. I don't like that one either. Looks more like Gorosaurus.
Look what happened. I don't mind how
Like
Ghidorah looks. I'll defend. I think he looks interestingly creepy here.
he looks like a weird cross between Manda and Maleficent as a dragon.
I think that's actually kind of cool design, but I can see where you're coming from on the Godzilla looks a little too Gorosaurus.
Well, it looks more like a poster for an unmade movie, Gorosaurus versus Manda.
Ah, the Mandas. Okay.
Yeah, the Mandas, like the Manda sisters or some shit. Like it sounds like a cheesy band. Manda and the sisters. Uh, we'll put you in WTF because you look like a Gorosaurus knockoff. Now, I'm not even gonna look at that one. It's just the poster, but condensed down. Oh hell yeah, we got the Godzilla dance. Why is he green? You got a different character.
Rodan's
Not
green
changing
now.
anything up.
And it's it's
Why
the
is he
Heisei
green?
design. Look, it's the Heisei look, not the Showa look.
Yeah. It's oh my god. You're putting me through hell right now.
I
I
know.
don't like this. I've been trapped in this hell. Ugh. Excuse me. Ugh. Actually, I don't really mind it, honestly. I don't really mind it. I'm gonna put you up, 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 up. There.
I think before you do the next one, since we finished those, just in case you were right about it can't handle too much, I'm gonna stop and call this part one and then record again for part two. So just in case of what you said, if it couldn't handle it all.
Sure.